Bay FC have had a couple of constants in their lineup. They're going to make 5 changes tonight. The biggest one, Jordan Silkowitz will miss due to an illness, so Emmy Allen's going to step in for the first time in a regular season game.
And Emmy Allen's going to have to be aggressive, confident with her approach, but she's also going to need to make sure that she stays connected to that back line to ensure they take care of any threats from Barbara Banda, Marta from Orlando. But up top, it comes down to these 3, Kunananji, Oshuala, Lima, playing direct, looking to exploit the space in behind and putting Orlando under as much pressure as possible tonight.
Well, there's going to be changes in the Orlando lineup as well. 4 in total for Seb Hines.
Yeah, and the back line is going to have to be connected as a unit, but in the midfield, McCutcheon, she'll be the one that dictates the tempo. Yates back in the starting lineup again. She brings an additional creativity that they've been missing this season. But anytime you have Marta, Barbara Banda on the field, it's about getting them the ball as early and often as possible. 10 goals between the 2 of them so far this season.
Here we go on this Friday night. Marta gets the first kick, and on Prime it is Bay FC hosting the Orlando Pride. In behind, Ali Watt chasing. Melanson slides into Marta, bangs over to B-Bar. The whistle's gone against Angelina.
Oh, and at times in the midfield, this is where it's going to be really interesting in favor of Bay FC. They can have a 3 versus 2 at times, so if they can find Taylor Huff a little bit higher in between the midfield and the back line of Orlando, they can have a success to be able to break out quickly. Have to do it quickly and move the ball quickly.
Didasco for Lima. Pickett bent toward the sideline. That takes a deflection all the way through. Powering into it, save Morehouse. Steers it aside, Pickett clears.
Have to notice what they give them, because a lot of teams have been sitting back, but not Bay FC tonight. And there's Lima just finding some space. You get the runners coming in late, and it's a good take with the inside of her foot from Taylor Huff. There's a little slip that opens up space from Kundanan.
That took an awkward deflection back to the penalty spot. A real chance for Bay FC.
Well, it's the momentum and that belief that we were talking about.
Getting in back to back, I think offers that. Angelina for Pickett. Cuts back, ball in front, ricochets around off of Allen. Comes high to Kundananji. Marta. Quickly bracketed, but got ahead to Bando. Got the shot away, and Allen got just enough air on it to lift it up above the crossbar. Make an impression.
And so the shot-stopping capabilities that Albertine Montoya was talking about, but just look at this work rate, individual qualities from Barbara Banda to be able to break through. Hubley's on her tight, but she just needs the smallest little window, doesn't even take it that cleanly, but does force a big save from Allen to force her to parry it over the crossbar. One save from each goalkeeper, not enough for the quality they have in the attack.
Huff leading Lima. Leans it back. Kundananji back heel. Is likely trying to slow that down, keep it in her path. The last Pickett. Old chip through, comes high to Banda. You do a lot of damage by our lonesome, if not for Dahlkemper.
Good tackle, because they know that is the danger zone for Orlando. If they open themselves up, always in transition.
Kundananji over the penalty spot. Pickett nods away. Still another minute or so. B-Bar trying to come for it, alas. Here comes Angelina pouring forward. Marta in the pocket. Watt available off the right side. Marta continues. Marta from a tight angle, and Allen had to be short-handed with that because Banda and Watt were waiting.
Because that's going to force the defender to decide, are we stepping to Marta, or is she going to play Barbara Banda? She draws her defender right into the path of Marta, cuts down the angle, makes it easy for Emmy Allen. Those are little things that they have to clean up in the second half, both teams. Too predictable in the attack so far in this first half.
Oshuala put it wide. Orlando has had about 2/3 of the ball here tonight. B-Bar striding ahead. Lima now. A couple of the star rookies for Bay. Attempt to chest that down. Yates. That's it, halftime. It is scoreless, and it was not the 11-goal barn burner that we anticipated, but it is a tight one. Tabitha, happy to have you on the team. Look forward to having you back next week in Kansas City. Lori will be there. Jason Knapp will be in the crew as well. Underway, sun setting, gorgeous evening in the Bay Area. This is a dream setting, no doubt. Bay FC hosting Orlando Pride. A little slippage, and Ali Watt shot out of a cannon. B-Bar trying to catch up. Watt sending early service to get into town early in the season, but here for good now. Playing a massive role, B-Bar attempt to skip that along. Driving for distance off the crossbar, Didasco.
And two excellent opportunities. It starts with that driven ball off the corner kick. So difficult to defend because you don't know if you're going to come for the ball or not, but it sets them up for this rebound. That shot attempt from Didasco gets all of it. Morehouse was beat.
Back out to Didasco from Huff. Didasco crossing, looking for Dolkemper, skips high and blasted wide. Didasco commits the foul. The 2021 Defender of the Year is not exactly known for goal scoring. Here's someone who is. Banda driving, Dolkemper intervening. Banda deflects in! Barbara Banda! The go-ahead for the Pride! It is just a matter of time for this Orlando team. They've grabbed the lead in the Bay Area.
And this is the difference between a team that has won a championship the year before and a team that has not. Just the littlest details. Look at the posture defensively for Bay FC. Everyone stops, everyone's facing their own goal, and immediately it's a heads-up play. Barbara Banda sees the space, draws all the defenders, but she's going to go herself no matter what, even if she has just a little bit of a window to take players on.
Scoots in behind Ali Watt. Trying to turn it off Melanson. Kundananji races by Dyke. Oshuala centrally. Kundananji doing it by lonesome. Rachel Kundananji!
What a run from Kundananji. Just riding off challenges right there, is really trying to bring this one down, but then feels the pressure, allows it to go, beats Sams as well, but this is just a dynamic run from Kundananji, but the last second, Sams does well enough to catch up, throw off just a little bit, cut down the angle. Best play from Kundananji in this game.
Didasco slips by Banda. Didasco hangs the cross. Hubley is losing her footing, goes down.
Ball floated in, but look at this from Didasco. Getting higher up the field. This is exactly where she wants to be, but just floats it to that back post. Going up at the last second. Just trying to make it. Also gets caught up with Sams in the last minute. Right there. Can't keep her footing.
Bay begins their movement, and there's a lot of window dressing already. Corner knocked across. Rising up into the hands of Anna Morehouse.
Good header from Kundananji. Hangs in the air for a bit off of that service. It generated enough power to get past Morehouse, but they do look dangerous on these set pieces.
Morehouse conceding just 8 goals all season. Post-shot expected goals is a measure of what should have been created after you include the concept of blocks and where players are. No player has saved more goals by that measure in the league this year than Anna Morehouse, according to Opta. This is another whistle from Mohammed Hassan. Everyone's a critic. Melanson the interception. Kundananji, foot race with Sams. It's a blow-by. Kundananji.
Fantastic work defensively.
Hawking stings the palms of Morehouse.
Sam's go to ground. Now they have to defend these moments where there's been some momentum for Bay.
Corner for Bay. Morehouse bobbles in front, saved off the line. Kundananji squares it way up and over. Whoa!
You can't make it up defensively. That time it's Nadaner that comes across, but they're in the exact right position. Sam Nadaner, as soon as Morehouse comes off their line, they're dropping back on the goal line, making sure nothing gets past them. Wonderful commit.
Banda won a penalty that proved to be the winner in May, scored the winner in September, has the only goal tonight against Bay. Didasco into the final third. Conte! Oh! Morehouse elastic to punch it up and over.
Coming into this game where belief and confidence from this Bay team, and we're seeing that right now. They're pushing players forward, picking out the right pass. Get that shot off first time, but Morehouse had it read the entire way.
Here it comes again. Skips high. Didasco, free kick. And what a place to win one. This kind of real estate in the Bay Area will cost you a fortune.
And they're sending players forward, doing whatever they can to get one back.
It's full time. The Orlando Pride again defeat Bay by that minimal 1-0 margin.